the prancing horse versus the raging bull. It's the greatest rivalry in automotive history, a blood feud born from a legendary insult between two of the biggest egos in Italian car manufacturing. For over 60 years, this clash of titans has defined what a supercar even is. It's a battle of philosophies, a war of ideologies fought on the streets and in our dreams. On one side, Ferrari, the symbol of racing heritage, pinpoint engineering, and timeless elegance. On the other, Lamborghini, the icon of raw power, audacious rebellion, and in-your-face design. People swear allegiance to one or the other, defending their champion with a passion that borders on religious fervor. But which one is truly the king? Are you a Ferrari person or a Lambo person? Today, we're settling it. We're not just reading spec sheets. We're digging into the very soul of these machines. We'll battle it out across 4 definitive rounds. Round 1, the legendary history that started it all. Round 2, the breathtaking design philosophies that shape their character. Round 3, the brutal heart-pounding performance on the track and the street. And finally, Round 4, the often overlooked reality of ownership, what it really means to live with one of these beasts. By the end of this, after we've dissected their past, scrutinized their art, unleashed their power, and counted the cost, only one will be crowned the undisputed king of supercars. Chapter 1. The Founding Feud. To understand this rivalry, you can't just look at the cars. You have to go back to the beginning, to a quiet corner of Italy in the early 1960s. This isn't just business, it's personal. It's the story of two men, Enzo Ferrari and Ferruccio Lamborghini, whose pride and ambition changed the car world forever. First, you have Enzo Ferrari. Born in 1898, Enzo was obsessed with racing since he was 10. He started as a driver, but his true genius was in building and managing a team. In 1929, he founded Scuderia Ferrari, which quickly became a monster on the track. For Enzo, road cars were just a way to pay the bills. He famously only started selling them in 1947 to fund his true passion, winning races. His entire philosophy was built on motorsport. His cars were born from Formula One, designed for pure speed and victory. Enzo was a complex guy, a genius for sure, but also known for his immense pride and a fiery temper. He was the commendatore, the commander, and he believed his cars were perfect. Now, enter Ferruccio Lamborghini. Born to grape farmers, Ferruccio wanted nothing to do with the fields. He was a born mechanic, fascinated by anything with an engine. After serving as a mechanic in the Italian Air Force during World War II, he saw an opportunity. Post-war Italy needed to rebuild, and farms needed tractors. Ferruccio started a company building them from leftover military hardware and became an incredibly wealthy industrialist. With that money, he bought his own passion, luxury sports cars. He owned Maseratis, Alfas, and of course Ferraris. And he liked his Ferraris, but he didn't love them. He found them loud, rough, and frankly, a bit unfinished inside, like repurposed race cars. The biggest issue, though, was the clutch. It kept breaking. Being a master mechanic, Ferruccio knew a thing or two about clutches. In fact, he realized the clutch in his wildly expensive Ferrari was basically the same one he used in his tractors. Frustrated, he had his own mechanics install a beefier unit from his factory, and it fixed the problem. This is where the legend kicks off. Thinking he could offer some helpful advice, Ferruccio drove to Maranello to speak with Enzo Ferrari himself. Imagine the scene. The wealthy tractor maker walking into the office of the imperious racing god. Ferruccio explained the clutch issue and suggested his fix. Enzo Ferrari did not take criticism well. According to Lamborghini's longtime test driver, the famous version of the story is that Enzo blew up. He allegedly told him, "You're a tractor driver, a farmer. You shouldn't complain about my cars because they're the best in the world." He finished with the legendary insult. "The problem isn't the car, it's the driver." and told him to get back to building tractors. That was the spark. Humiliated and furious, Ferruccio Lamborghini walked out with a new mission. He wasn't just going to fix his Ferrari, he was going to build a better car. A car that was faster, more luxurious, more reliable, and more sophisticated than anything Enzo Ferrari could make. He famously declared, "I'll show you how a sports car is supposed to be." And he didn't waste a second. Automobili Lamborghini was founded in 1963 in a brand new factory in Sant'Agata Bolognese, just a short drive from Ferrari's headquarters. Ferruccio even poached some of Ferrari's top engineers, including Giotto Bizzarini, the genius behind the engine for Ferrari's own 250 GTO. In an incredible feat, Lamborghini unveiled its first car, the 350 GTV prototype, that same year, just months after the insult. The production version, the 350 GT, arrived in 1964, and it was everything Ferruccio promised. A powerful V12 Grand Tourer with impeccable quality. It was a direct shot at Ferrari. But the real bombshell dropped in 1966, the Lamborghini Miura. With its stunning looks and revolutionary mid-engine layout, the Miura wasn't just a car, it was a declaration of war. It became the world's fastest production car, defined the modern supercar, and forced Ferrari to play catch-up. This feud is the bedrock of the rivalry. It's why Ferrari, to this day, is a brand of racing legacy, while Lamborghini is a brand of defiance, born to be more dramatic, more audacious, and more perfect than its rival. So, for this round, there's no winner. There's just the explosive origin story that created the greatest rivalry in the car world. Chapter 2. The Art of Aggression. If their history was forged in pride, their designs were sculpted by opposing forces. This isn't just about which car looks prettier. It's a clash of ideologies, elegance versus extravagance, function versus fantasy. It's the silent assassin versus the rock star kicking down the door. Let's start with Ferrari. The prancing horse's design philosophy is tied directly to its racing soul. For Ferrari, form always follows function. Every curve, vent, and line is there for one reason: to make the car faster. Their designs are born in the wind tunnel. The classic long hood, sweeping roof, and short rear aren't just for looks. It's the formula for perfect balance and high-speed stability. For decades, this vision was realized by the legendary design house Pininfarina, giving us some of the most beautiful cars in history, from the elegant 250 GT to the iconic F40. Ferrari's design language is one of controlled aggression. The lines are flowing and muscular, like a thoroughbred horse. It's a beauty that doesn't need to shout. Inside, the focus is purely on the driver. The cockpit is minimalist and inspired by F1, with every control built for instant engagement. The legendary F40 was so obsessed with performance, it didn't even have interior door handles, all to save a few grams of weight. That's Ferrari design. Pure performance in an elegant aerodynamic skin. And then there's Lamborghini. If Ferrari is the refined aristocrat, Lamborghini is the rebellious rock star trashing the hotel room. Lamborghini's design philosophy isn't subtlety, it's shock and awe. It's about creating an event wherever it goes. While Ferrari's beauty is flowing and organic, Lamborghini's is brutal and geometric. They pioneered the iconic wedge shape, with sharp, aggressive angles that look more like a spaceship than a car. And of course, the doors. The scissor doors, first seen on the legendary Countach, are the ultimate symbol of Lamborghini's drama. They don't just open, they ascend, creating automotive theater every single time. It's this commitment to being the most extreme, most visually arresting object on the road that defines them. Their cars are rolling works of art, unapologetically loud in their bright, flamboyant colors. A Lamborghini's interior is an extension of its exterior. Where a Ferrari's cockpit is a minimalist workspace, a Lamborghini's is a sci-fi command center. You'll find hexagonal shapes, toggle switches like in a jet fighter, and a caged start button you flip up to awaken the beast. It's an experience designed to make you feel like a pilot. So, you have two totally different approaches. Ferrari's design is timeless elegance rooted in the science of speed. Lamborghini's design is audacious, futuristic aggression meant to provoke a reaction. Do you prefer the subtle masterpiece or the loud proclamation? Ferrari's designs are undeniably beautiful, but Lamborghini's impact on car culture is undeniable. For its sheer audacity, for its commitment to creating rolling art that defies convention, and for single-handedly defining the look of a supercar in the minds of millions, the winner of the design round has to be Lamborghini. They didn't just design cars, they designed bedroom posters. Chapter 3. The ultimate test history and design set the stage, but the real heart of this rivalry beats in the engine bay. This is where the battle moves from art galleries to the unforgiving asphalt. This is the ultimate test of performance, horsepower, and pure, unadulterated speed. Let's start with the engines. For decades, this was a battle of V12s. But today, their philosophies have split. Lamborghini has remained the high priest of the naturally aspirated V12. The sound of a Lambo V12 at full tilt isn't just an engine note. It's a window-rattling symphony of raw power, a key part of the experience. The new Revuelto continues this, pairing a monstrous 6.5-liter V12 with 3 electric motors. Ferrari, on the other hand, has embraced a more diverse and arguably more technical approach. While they still make sublime V12s, they've also mastered high-revving twin-turbo V8s and hybrid tech. The SF90 Stradale, for example, combines a twin-turbo V8 with 3 electric motors. It's a clash of philosophies, Lamborghini's raw, atmospheric scream versus Ferrari's high-tech, electrified fury. But what do the numbers say? Let's pit the flagships against each other. The Lamborghini Revuelto boasts a staggering 1015 CV, which translates to about 1,001 horsepower from its V12 hybrid system. Ferrari's SF90 Stradale comes in with 986 horsepower, though the even more extreme SF90XX version pushes that to 1016. In a drag race, it's a brutal fight. The SF90 Stradale claims 0-60 mph in 2.5 seconds, with the XX version hitting it in a physics-defying 2.3 seconds. The Lamborghini Revuelto officially matches that 2.5-second sprint. When it comes to top speed, the final Aventador, the Ultimae, could hit a blistering 221 mph, while the new Revuelto is claimed to hit over 215 mph, 350 km/h, putting it right on par with the SF90's claimed top speed. But performance isn't just about straight-line speed, it's about feel. On the street, a Lamborghini is an event. It's louder, more dramatic, and its styling commands constant attention. It's an adrenaline-fueled experience. A Ferrari, while still an absolute head-turner, often feels more refined and, dare we say it, usable. Modern Ferraris have advanced suspensions that make them surprisingly compliant on public roads, offering a duality that Lamborghini sometimes sacrifices for pure drama. Now, let's head to the track. This is Ferrari's home turf. Decades of F1 dominance have infused every Ferrari with a deep understanding of balance and precision. On a track, a Ferrari feels like a surgeon's scalpel. The steering is hyper-responsive, the chassis talks to you, and the car seems to pivot around you. It rewards finesse and control. A Lamborghini attacks the track differently. With their signature all-wheel drive systems, Lamborghinis feel like they are bludgeoning the track into submission. It's less of a delicate dance and more of a heavyweight brawl. The experience is one of immense power and incredible grip, wild, aggressive, and uniquely thrilling. It's the sledgehammer to Ferrari's scalpel. So, the ultimate test, a drag race. Imagine an SF90 and a Revuelto, side by side. The engines scream, the lights go green. Both explode off the line, hybrid systems delivering instant torque. They're neck and neck. But as the speeds climb, the Ferrari's slight weight advantage and lightning-fast transmission start to tell. It pulls ahead by a nose, then half a car. The Ferrari's relentless, efficient power gives it the slightest edge. This round is incredibly close. Lamborghini brings the thunder and the iconic V12 sound, but performance is the complete package. Ferrari's deep-rooted racing DNA gives its cars a level of precision, balance, and responsiveness that is almost unmatched. For its superior finesse, its slightly quicker acceleration, and its unparalleled connection between driver and machine, the winner of the performance round is Ferrari. Chapter 4. The Price of Passion. You've seen the history, judged the designs, and felt the performance. But what is it actually like to own one? This is the price of passion, a round that explores brand culture, exclusivity, maintenance, and value. First, what does it mean to join the club? Owning one of these isn't just buying a car, it's buying an identity. The Ferrari experience is steeped in legacy. You're not just a customer, you're a tifoso, a member of a global family. The brand is famously selective. For their most exclusive models, you don't choose Ferrari. Ferrari chooses you. This has led to the rumored blacklist, a supposed list of celebrities and others barred from buying new cars for things like modifying them too much or selling them too quickly. This culture of control is all about protecting the brand's prestige. Owning a Lamborghini is a different statement. If Ferrari is about joining a legacy, Lamborghini is about celebrating your own success. The brand's attitude is more direct. If you've got the money, you're welcome. It's a brand for the bold individualist who wants to stand out. Now for the practical stuff. Let's talk money. Not just the sticker price, but the real cost of ownership. Neither is cheap to maintain. Historically, Ferraris were seen as more finicky, but both brands have improved reliability massively. Today, Ferrari offers a remarkable 7-year complimentary maintenance program, which covers many of those painful early costs. Lamborghini's maintenance costs can be higher right out of the gate. But the financial story doesn't end there. The most fascinating part of owning these cars is their value. They can often be appreciating assets, and in this arena, there's a clear historical winner. Ferrari, as a brand, has consistently shown stronger, more stable value retention. The company's iron-fisted control over its image and production numbers creates powerful demand. Limited edition Ferraris are famous for skyrocketing in value. Lamborghini values can be more volatile. While certain rare models like the Countach have seen huge appreciation, partly because only around 2,000 were made, compared to over 7,000 of its rival, the Ferrari Testarossa, the broader lineup tends to depreciate more than Ferrari's. Lamborghini's strategy of increasing volume, especially with the Urus SUV, has been great for business, but can water down the exclusivity that supports strong resale values. So what does this mean for the owner? A Ferrari is a more stable, blue-chip investment. It's an entry into a curated world with predictable maintenance for 7 years and a high chance of strong value. A Lamborghini is more of a high-risk, high-reward play. This round is about the total experience, culture, cost, and investment. Lamborghini offers a more accessible path to outrageous supercar ownership, but Ferrari plays the long game better. With its unparalleled brand management, generous maintenance program, and proven track record as a stable asset, the winner of the ownership round is Ferrari. We've journeyed through 60 years of history. We've scrutinized every curve. We've unleashed their performance. And we've weighed the true cost of ownership. The final score is 2-1, with one draw. Let's recap. In Chapter 1, History, we called it a draw. The fiery feud created the very legend of this rivalry. In Chapter 2, Design, we gave the crown to Lamborghini. Their radical theatrical approach has defined the look of the modern supercar for generations. In Chapter 3, Performance, Ferrari took the win. The prancing horse's F1 DNA gives its cars a level of precision and driver-focused engineering that provides a decisive edge. And finally, in Chapter 4, ownership, Ferrari won again. Through masterful brand management and proven value retention, owning a Ferrari is not just a passion, but a smarter proposition. This has been a clash of titans. Lamborghini is the rebellion, the raw, untamed beast that screams for attention. It's a car that makes you feel like a rock star. Ferrari is the legacy, the pursuit of perfection, the refined, race-bred athlete. It's a car that makes you feel like a racing driver. But after 4 rounds, there must be a winner. A brand that delivers the most complete supercar experience. For its unmatched racing pedigree, its breathtaking performance, and its status as a coveted asset, the undisputed king of this showdown is Ferrari. But that's our verdict. And in this rivalry, everyone has an opinion. The debate isn't over. It's just been handed to you. Now it's your turn. What did we get right? What did we get wrong? Cast your vote in the comments. Are you Team Prancing Horse or Team Raging Bull? Tell us why. We can't wait to see who wins the battle in the comments. Thanks for watching.